There it is, San Antonio Spurs fans. The dunk scene around the world.
Go, Spurs, go, 'cause the Giants stay.
What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Hope you're having a great week. First video in a while. Not a ton of Spurs news. And it's the summer, and I want to enjoy the nice weather, hang out with my friends, Miss TSR. And saw this article on Pounding the Rock about Yabusele, and a lot of you commented during the live stream, should we go after this guy, TSR? And now with an article from Pounding the Rock, I was like, you know what? Let's talk about it in the community. So here we go. He was getting MVP shouts as French basketball fans were losing their minds. No, they're not talking about Victor Wembanyama. They're talking about Guerschon Yabusele. Hopefully I said his name right. If I didn't, well, that's par for the course because I butcher everybody's name. I'm talking about the guy who posterized LeBron James during the Olympic gold medal match. And yes, France lost. But, I mean, come on. This was shocking, to say the least. I mean, everybody gets posterized at some point. It happens. But it was a huge moment for him. So let's give credit where credit is due against one of the greatest of all time. Anyways, he scored 20 points in France's effort to send Team USA home with a silver medal. And although his summer Okay, I read that right. And although its summer goal ended unsuccessfully, Yabusele put his name into many conversations. Social media had blown up with both pundits and basketball fans, many of them specifically Spurs fans, wanting to see the power forward back in the NBA, this time for the silver and black. Yabusele spent 2 years with the Boston Celtics and their G League affiliate, the Maine Red Claws. I had no idea that was Boston's team, Maine Red Claws, huh? Lobster reference. Anyway, he currently plays for Real Madrid, which most recently won the Liga ACB. I was going to say ABC, like the channel, ACB Championship. And let's take a look at a couple of the Twitter posts here. From Spurs Report, Wemby's teammate Guerschon Yabusele, who won over fans at the Olympics, was drafted and played for the Celtics from 2017 to 2019 in a total of 74 games. Looked up his stats. There's not a lot to see there, but we're going to get some different stats in just a moment. His agents at CAA have reportedly gotten calls from several teams, but his buyout may be a bit too pricey. You see the Magic, the Cavs, the Spurs, the Sixers. His buyout would be, according to this, reportedly $2.5 million to buy him out from Real Madrid. So not ridiculous, but that's an okay or decent amount of change to spend on a player that you're just trying to bring over that you don't even know is going to work in the NBA based on his previous experience. Again, his stats with Real Madrid are pretty solid. We'll bring those up in just a moment. And then we have some more comments about how him and Wemby are looking great on the court. Spurs should sign Yabusele ASAP. I've seen enough. Spurs sign Yabusele ASAP. It wouldn't hurt to surround Wemby with players who make him comfortable both on and off the court. And it might not cost too much to figure it out. I keep mentioning the stats. Well, my friends, I'm only going to bring them up. Bada bing. This is from Wiki, too, of all places. So here are his EuroLeague stats with ASVEL and Real Madrid. If you look at his last 3 seasons with Real Madrid, he's been playing pretty darn well. Not getting a ton of minutes, under 30 minutes a game. But if you look at last season, his shooting splits are off the charts. 56, 46, and about 87. If he can shoot like that in the NBA, then of course he would be a valuable asset to any team. And he's a huge dude. He's 6'8", 270 pounds. Yeah, that's a beast at power forward. Maybe he doesn't have the greatest height on the planet, but he's got some size. He's got some girth. Bad choice of words, but intentional nonetheless. So any downfall? Well, he's going to be 29 this year. I mean, 29. 29, usually an NBA vet, but he would not be considered an NBA vet at this point because most of his play has been international. There's also the buyout. Is he worth buying out just to give him a chance in the NBA? Yeah, there's part of that says, why not? But there's also the other side of it that one player would have to go. The Spurs roster is filled. Actually, it's overfilled if you count the training camp contracts. We're going to have to release a lot of those before the season starts. You have 15 roster spots and then 3 two-way contracts. I think the roster set as is. Would you be willing to bring him in on a two-way contract, and who would you give up to do so? You have 3 two-way contracts. Harrison Barnes, I don't see any chance of that. That's our second round pick from this year. Wait, Harrison Barnes. Harrison Ingram? Harrison Barnes. Yeah, got those a little confused. Harrison Ingram. Before you get in the comments, TSR, it's Harrison Ingram. Yes, I caught it before we finished the video. Harrison Ingram was drafted. I don't see any way, shape, or form that we are going to release him already. They seem to like David Duke Jr. And the other one's Jamari Bowie, who, while he played pretty booyah well in the Summer League, I could see him being a possibly player that they release. That being said, is Yabusele going to want to settle for a two-way contract? Can he even settle? Can he even sign a two-way contract? Now that I'm actually thinking about this, based on his age and experience, is he not even eligible two-way? I don't know the deal with him in the CBA and the two ways and all that. So if he was to come to the Spurs, can we actually forget? This is obviously off the cuff at this point, off script. Can we even do a two-way contract? Do we have to sign him to a regular contract? And if we're signing him to a regular contract, who's being pulled off the roster? Sidy Cissoko? Malachi Branham? Blake Wesley? Zach Collins? I know a lot of you are going to say get rid of Zach Collins and bring Yabusele in. He's set to make almost $18 million this season. I don't know how much of that's guaranteed, but I don't think we can just release him without having to pay a good chunk of change of that contract. I don't see any way, shape, or form. But what about maybe Charles Bassey? Bassey's going to be out for half the season, but then you also start getting to those other financial aspects where, all right, so if you cut Charles Bassey, how much are you going to owe him? And just to bring in Yabusele, you got to pay off Real Madrid. So now you're paying this amount of money to release this player. Now you're paying this amount of money just to bring this player in, plus his own contract. Starts getting kind of convoluted as we're talking about it here. There's a lot of moving parts to make this happen, which means I don't think it will happen. Drop a comment down below, Spurs fans. Do you think there's any chance this can happen? And what player on the roster do you think we have to move? Because I don't think he's eligible for a two-way contract. But if he is, and you know, let me know. I only have so much time to put together with these videos. I'm sorry. I did this on my break at work, so I got to move fast. Hit the thumbs up, like, support this channel. Subscribe to become part of Austin Spurs community. And for those of you that are still here, I want to let you know an update on TSR. I'm having a blast uploading the old content of Rumble, i.e. the old music videos that I did in the past, but also stuck in the 80s. It's fun just to have those up somewhere. It's weird because the intro says the YouTube channel dedicated to 80s film reviews, and it's on Rumble, which is not a YouTube channel, but whatever. There's no subscribers, very little views, but I'm enjoying just putting it out there back in the world. And that's the most important thing, right? Have fun. So that's cool. And you know what? Maybe if it catches on, I would do some new Stuck in the 80s videos in the future. There's 76 to get up on Rumble, and I only got 2 up, and probably get a third one up at some point today. So I want to get all the old videos up first, but something I never did on that channel is rankings, like tier lists. And I would love to do a ranking of series like A Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, so any series that predominantly started in the 80s. I like ranking videos, and I would love to do that in the future. And times like this, the summer, when there's very little activity, especially in August. August is, I think, one of the slowest months always that TSR Sports has always had. A good time to, explore and have fun with other things. So that's all I got. Sorry for rambling on about the Rumble stuff, but I'm having fun, and I wanted to let you know, those of you that are still here at the end of the video, I wanted to let you know, and that's all I got. So thank you. Hope you're having a great day. And as always, go Spurs, go.
You know you're basically too well.